So here's the four things. To know Jesus, the Son, is to know God, the Father. You're going to know Him. If you know Jesus is the Son, you know God's the Father. Number one, if He's the Son, there's got to be a Father. Number one. Number two, you know the Trinity. We talked about it. Jesus replied, if you knew me, you would know my Father also, because He doesn't say anything that His Father doesn't say. He agrees with His Father 100% of the time. Can you imagine having a child that agree with you 100% of the time?
No.
Jesus did. Not only that, remember DC asked me this. DC said, Daddy, I don't understand. When you seen me, you seen the Father. I don't understand it, Dad. He just got into church again a couple years ago. And I said, son, go look in the mirror. And I said, what do people tell you when they see you? He says, Dad, people see me that I don't even know. And they go, you got to be David Linton's son. Thinking he spits you right out of his mouth. I said, so what does that mean? He says, well, I said, doesn't that mean that when they've seen you, they've seen the Father? He goes, yeah, that makes sense. Y'all saw him do it up here and he did it at Emmaus. You know, again, Jesus, when you saw his actions, you saw the way he was, because everybody thought God was a mean God, a very mean God. He was an ill God. He was always trying to hurt you, a legalistic God. And Jesus said, no, I'm going to show you what God's like. And then I'm going to show you. And then you see Jesus, you've seen the Father. Number two, believe Jesus the Son is to believe God the Father. So to know Jesus is to know the Father. The Son is to know the Father. To believe Jesus the Son is to believe God the Father. Then Jesus cried out, when a man believes in me, he does not believe in me only, but in the one who sent me. So if you believe in Jesus, the Son, you know that you're going to believe in the Father, because they're so. And remember this. Remember I talked about marriage Sunday, that marriage is not this. That's a contract. This is a covenant. This means, and this also means, in our case, what's missing in my life is in your life, and what's missing in your life is in my life, and so when He puts it together to become one flesh. Okay? That's two. That's two binding together. It's touching any one thing, and God doing something for them. But when a man and wife get together, this is what happens. Is my weakness is taken up by your strength. And your weakness is overcome by my strength. And so that's what you got. You got a whole body there. Well, the same way, Jesus and the Father, they didn't have weaknesses and strength. They're just like this, period. Okay? Number three, to see Jesus the Son is to see God the Father. Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. You say, show us the Father. That was DC's question. I said, DC, son, you know, what was really rough the other day was I was in the hospital with Uncle Ralph, and Kenny was there, his son. And so we're sitting there, and Kenny's sitting right beside his dad. I'm sitting at the foot of the bed. I go and got him a grilled cheese sandwich, and he's eating a grilled cheese sandwich, and the nurse come in, and she looks over at me, she looks over at Kenny, and she looks over at me, and she asks Kenny, she says, who are you? And Kenny says, I'm his son. She said, and no, you're his son. Pointing to me. And I said, why would you think I was his son? She said, because you look just like him. I said, that's the Linton in you. And the Linton in me. And here's Kenny going, I'm the son. I'm right here. And you're looking at my cousin and telling me he's the son. You know, I said, and I took a picture of Uncle Ralph the other night when he was sitting up eating. And I sent it to Linda. And Linda said, you and him are like twins. And then the next day the nurse tells me I look like his son. And I think him and my daddy are like twins. And so it's just wild. It's just that Linton. You can't mistake them Lintons with those tater heads. You know, that's where they got the first Mr. Potato Head. My Uncle Ralph fell in the mud and it dried out, and somebody poured some plaster in there and said, that looks pretty cool. And so they made Mr. Potato Heads from Uncle Ralph. Okay. All right. And to receive Jesus the Son is to receive God the Father. Whoever welcomes one of these little children in my name welcomes me. And whoever welcomes me does not welcome me, but also the one who sent me. Why? So relationship with Jesus Christ. You know what? You know, the biggest word I could put down here for our relationship with Jesus Christ would be divine connection. Divine connection. Because see, in the Old Testament, God, they put a barrier around the mountain. They didn't want to touch the mountain. God said, you touch the mountain, I'm going to kill you. They're scared of it. He's thunder and lightning. But now, Jesus comes along, and he's meek and humble and mild. He's the lamb. When he comes back, he's going to be the lion. But now he's the lamb. And so as the lamb, what he was trying to show us is a divine connection. When you know me, you know him. We got to understand God's a loving God. God isn't that mean God. He's a loving God. Number two, you believe in me, you're going to believe in God, the Father. Number three, you see me, you're going to see him. And if you receive me, you're going to receive him. So look at all this stuff that Jesus does, this divine connection that's going on. And that's why the world doesn't want to hear the word Jesus. The name Jesus. I don't mind saying it when Jesus is up to bat. There's a whole bunch of Jesuses up to bat in professional baseball. Okay? But you know what? There's only one Jesus. Okay? Only one Jesus, the Son of God. And the world doesn't want to hear about Jesus unless it's in a form of slang or it's in the form of a curse word. You know what? I walk around all the time and say, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And that came from that dream I had. Jesus, 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 Jesus. I walked through, when I was an on-call chaplain at Greenville Hospital, pulled 12-hour shifts, the average time I had to prepare for what I was getting ready to get into usually was a death and or trauma and or code blues and or asking me about operations or something of that nature. The average prep time I had to get ready for it was from the time they called me to the time I got in that room. And that could be anywhere from 30 seconds to 5 minutes or less. Because they said hurry. And then once I got there, I had about 30 seconds to look around the room to figure out what I was supposed to do. Okay? So, the whole time I walked down there, I was going, Jesus, 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 Jesus. And I walked in the room, I was going, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. You got to help me. You got to show me. I don't know what to do. And many times I've heard, you knew exactly what to say. No, I didn't. I had no idea what to say. He knew what to say. He talked about last week. He's always on time. He's got the right answer. God knows. I didn't at all.
I was also going to say what's really awesome about the Dove's Nest situation was Friday, she was my intake person. Monday, she was my counselor.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was. She was her first, Bethany was her first case. Rebecca figured, you made your bed, now you sleep in it. You let her come here, you take care of her. No, they had a good time together. It was a real good time. They really bonded. It was good. She was from Austria. Was it Austria?
Australia.
Yeah. No, Austria. She was German sounding. She talked German. She wasn't from Australia. Australia, you sound like you're talking from down under, mate. She was. Yeah, she was German.
She was from Australia. They moved to the States, but all her family
Was from Austria.
Wherever that is.
Austria. She clicked her heels when she walked. Austria. That's why she had that mustache. Austria.
She did not have a mustache. You are. Remember, you are on camera and people.
I'm always on camera. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Any questions, comments?
Thank you
For what?
for answering my question.
Did you get a good answer?
Very much so.
Okay. You and I ran down the road before praying about things, and then something happened. God's used you to give me rhema words. Because I'm going,
Really?
Yes. Don't let it go to your head. We're riding down the road, and normally I would be riding by myself because you would be wherever, but now you're stuck with me. You're my Siamese twin.
I'm a conjoined twin.
And so,
The devil is probably giving you some words sometime, but he needs to be used.
so I was going to say is I hear I go, that was just, that barely made it over the fence, and I hear her go, baby steps, Dad, baby steps. Stuff she learned from Dove's Nest and stuff. Or I'll go, man, did they have to be so ornery? Like I would go to the nursing home, and there's some people in nursing home who are very, very ornery, and they can't help it. We go to the hospital, and some of the rudest people. And I'll come out and I'm thinking, dude, if you only knew I've been to 3 hospitals today, and I want to minister to 40 people in those 3 places. And really tired, and I really don't feel like you
Yeah.
being ill at me, and I'm bigger than you. I really could jack you up against the wall and pop you one, but I won't. And Bethany will go, baby steps, Dad. Or she'll go, it's a new beginning. Or she'll say, it's better than going home. I look over at Bethany and say, okay.
Cut it off
No,
now.
I haven't. I haven't told her that. I haven't. I've always thanked her, haven't I? I thanked her. So I sure have. I mean, I try to acknowledge when she does do some awesome stuff. And I do acknowledge her for that.
And sometimes when I do awesome stuff, it wasn't through my head, it was through him.
Of course. Now that's good to know that. You got to know that. That's right.
Every day your sons, I'm gonna have to whip you, it's gonna hurt me worse than it hurt you.
Yes.
I know what Travis told me.
What's that?
You crazy.
Well, mine literally hurt me worse than it hurt them because I put them on my leg and I would hit my leg while I hit their hiney. And so most of my hand would hit my leg versus their hiney. And so it made a big noise, and it scared them, but I was the one taking the licking. And remember, the doctor told us, when we got Bethany, they told us that she could not be hit because she had suffered so much abuse that we could not touch her. And so she just kept doing all kinds of stuff, and I tried to do all the things they told me, and none of it was working. She turned 5 and she wouldn't pay attention. She knew what she could get away with.
Everything.
Yeah. So one
Your
night.
sons got away with
That's right.
everything.
And so one night
I
she come
bet
up.
they did.
Oh yeah. So she came up into church and stopped me right while I was preaching. Just stood there with me and stopped me. I said, Bethany, go sit down. She did that for like 2 or 3 services in a row. And so I said, I'm going to stop this. And her mom said, how? I said, we're going to do it the biblical way. Okay? And so I said, what's the biblical way? I said, I'll show you. And I said, Bethany, we're going to learn some theology. Come here. And I told her, I said, I've asked you, and I've asked you, and I've asked you. I've done the timeouts. I've done whatever. I said, I've taken timeouts. I've done everything within my power, and you just keep doing more and more and more. And I said, the Bible says if I hate you, if I spare the rod, I'm actually showing you hate, not love. I said, so I'm going to show you I love you. And I bent her over on me after service one night. And again, my hand hit me more than it hit her. And I popped her, and she yelled out and yelled. DC started crying. Daniel started crying. Beverly started crying. Bethany was crying. I'm crying. But we still, again, I give her 2 or 3. I mean, I hurt myself. Not her. I hurt myself. She just got a little shiny, little hiney shiny. I was getting a bam, bam. And you know what, though? But then she started listening, and we could get somewhere. You know, so I told the social services, I said, I know y'all told me not to spank her. I said, but y'all don't deal with her. And I said, the Bible tells me that I am to do this. And I said, I'm not hurting her, and I am not abusing her. And I showed them what I was doing. She said, go for it, Mr. Lynn. Yeah. What I was going to say is, again, God's got his ways. Just trust him. Just trust him. Next week, we're almost through with this part. We're going to go to something else. But you got to keep this stuff. Because I was counseling. I was counseling not long ago somebody that was talking about they just didn't know who they were anymore. And they were having a little identity crisis. And so I went back through my computer to our Bible study before this. Wasn't who God is, it's who I am, who we are. And I went and took out about 5 or 6 studies, and I handed to them and said, study this. And they went, whoa, are you reading my mail? I said, no, but God is. So we're getting good stuff here. It's good. It's healthy. It'll put like Daddy said, it'll put hair on your chest. You know, it'll put marrow in your bones. You know, it's good stuff. So just take this stuff and keep it, because you're going to need it. Always. Somebody winds up needing it. Even something like this, you're going to wind up needing it. Any comments or questions? Everybody happy?